Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to continue with chapter 2 file handling in Python. So those who didn't watch my previous video, I post it in the description box. Please do watch that. Okay. So last video I had discussed with you how to write data into the file. Now we are going to see how are we going to read a data from a file. So there are three methods for reading a file. One is read function, another one is readline, the third one is readlines. Let's see one by one. What is the meaning of read function? It is used to read a data from the file. In case if you're mentioning read of n, if you're passing any parameters here, what it will happen? It will read the n character from the file. If you're not passing any argument, it reads the entire content from the file. What is the syntax for that? File object dot read of n. For example, I will show the example in the ideally. Now before that, I want to show you what is there in the text file. So the name of my text file is test, and here the test file which has a content hi Python exclamatory in the second line, welcome to the program. I'm closing the file. Now I'm creating the file object. File object is file equal to open of. I'm using the test.txt file. That is my file. And which mode I need to open? Read mode I need to open. Now after that I am printing print of file dot read. If I want to read 5 character from the file, I have to mention 5 here. This is what I have mentioned, read of n. Now after that what you are supposed to do? File dot close. You have to close the file. Now I run the program. Now can you see here how many characters it is reading? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters it is reading. Is it correct? So this is what I have mentioned here, 5. I am closing the program now. The same thing if I am mentioning here 10 character. Now I run the program. It's reading now 10 character. And also you can see there is a space also in between. And if I want to read a complete content, you have to give only read function, not passing any argument here. Now can you see whatever is there in the text file, you got the same output. Is it clear now how to open the read function? Now let's see the next one. What is the meaning of readline function? It reads one complete line from the file, including the /n character. What is the meaning of /n here? It will read the next line. It reads until it reaches the /n. What is the syntax here? File object dot readline of n. So here also you can give an argument 5 if you are mentioning it. From the first line 5 characters it will read. If you are not mentioning anything, it will read only from the first line. Now let's see the example. I am using here, instead of read, I am using here read line of 5. Okay, now let's see the output. The same, whatever in the read of 5, the same output only you got it. Because it is reading the character from the first line. If I am mentioning read line, what it will happen? It is giving the first line. Hi Python, only you got it. You didn't get the second line. I hope everyone is clear how the read line is working. Now the next one we are going to see read lines. What is the meaning of read lines? It reads all the lines from a file and returns them as a list of string. This is very important. All the line it will be storing in the form of list, and each line includes a new line also will be at the end. So whenever it is creating, the first line will be creating, after that the /n also will be included in the list. Okay. Now what is the syntax file object dot readlines of. Okay, and let's see the program. Now I'm opening the text file, and here if I'm passing any argument like read function and readline function, we pass the argument. In readlines function also, if I'm passing any argument here, what it will happen, you can see the output. It's not reading the 5 characters. Instead of that, it reads a complete line, and you can see here it forms the list, and inside that, in first line, it is forming as a one list, one element, and slash and also it is included. Understood? So if you're mentioning 5 or 10 anything, the first line it will be printing in the list. If I'm not mentioning anything, what it will happen? Look at this. So it is creating a list, and hi python slash n will be first line. That will be one element. And the second line also will be in one element. Understood now how it is working in readlines? Now the next concept, by using the split function, by using the split function, we can break the line into words, and each word becomes an element in a list. So now you can see each line you are making it as one element in a list. But if you want to break the line into words, each word you are converting to the element, you have to use what? Split function. Understood? For example, hi Python, it will be there in one line. Am I right? So hi Python, it will be one line, and welcome to the second line. But what it will happen when you're using the read lines? So this one, the first line will come as one element, the second line will come as another element. But I don't want that. I want to split into words. The hi will become one element, Python will become one element, like that I want. How do you do that? You have to use the split function. Okay. If we have multi-line string, we have to use the concept called looping. Okay. We can process each line separately. Now I will show you in ideally this program. I'm creating the same file equal to, now I'm creating s equal to file dot read lines. What it will happen, file dot read lines, all the list format, it will store it in yes variable. After that, I'm using the for loop here. For line is my variable name in yes. Then words equal to, I'm splitting the words now. Words equal to line dot split function, I'm using it now. After that, print of words. Now I'm closing the file dot close. Now you see the output. After that, I will explain one by one. Now let's see, I will explain the program. Now file, I'm creating a file object and opening the text.txt in the read mode. Now what actually the yes variable will contain? It contains all lines from the file and store it in the form of list, right? And you are accessing each line by using the for loop. And each line it is converting to the word by using the split function. Now what will happen? Each word will create one element into the list. That's what it is happening here. Hi Python is one complete line and one word. So that's what it is coming as one list. And it is going to the second line. It convert the welcome to the Python. It is convert the complete line into each word, and each word is coming as a element in a list. I hope everyone is clear with the concept. Now next one, how do we write and reading to a text file? I will do this program. Now, if you want to do that, you can make it simple by using the with clause. With clause, if you are using, no need to close the file. So, in one program only, I am going to write function also, read function also. Now, let's see with open of, what is my file name? I am creating now another file, test1.py. This is my file name, comma. First I am writing in the write mode. Okay, write mode. After that, what you have to do, as what is my file object? I'm creating the file object as file only. Now I'm going to write it. So how do you write it? You are going to write. So I'm printing that also. File dot write of file is my file object name. So I'm writing here, hi, Python is a fun. I'm using this. Now what I'm going to do now, the same thing I will copy it now here. Because I no need to close the file. Here what I have done, instead of writing, I'm using as a reading. Okay, now I'm creating what? Print file dot read. I'm reading the file now. Now both write and read, I'm going to do it in the same program. Now let's see the result. Saving the file. Now you can see the result here. So what is the result here? So I'm mentioning print of file of write hi Python. So the total number of characters it has written as what? 18. And what is the read of the file? Hi Python is a fun. So writing also over, reading also over. Is it clear now? So only 4 lines you need to mention it. If you are using the open function, what you have to do? You have to close each time. The next concept is setting offset in a file. What is the meaning of it? If we want to access data randomly from the file. For example, all the time the cursor will be at the beginning of the file if you want to read or write. But I want to read the data from anywhere. I want to start read from the 5th position or 10th position. So randomly if you want to access it, there is a 2 method you have to use it. One we can call it as seek method. Another one is a tell method. Now, what is the meaning of seek method? It is used to change the position of the file. So, by using the seek method, you are changing the position. It is not that. For example, this is your file means. So, if your cursor is there, I want to change the position of the file. So, position of the file handle or the file pointer to the 5th position. How do we do that? By using the seek. Is it clear? And it can have any of the 3 values. What is the value? 0. 0 means from the beginning it will start reading. If it is in the 1 means it will be in the current file position. For example, I have mentioned read of file now. Now the cursor will be in which position? It will be in the 5th position. So after that, from the current position, if you want to move it further, so what it will be doing? 5 if I'm mentioning from the 5 position, I want to move it little further means again you have to use 1. End of the file means you are going to move the file handle from the end of the file. Is it clear? What is the syntax here? File object dot seek, and you have to mention what? Offset, which means which position you want to move it, comma, and you have to mention the reference point. Okay. Now, what is the tell function will do? Tell function, it returns the current position, in which position the cursor is here, or the file point, cursor or file point, anything you can tell. So, which position the file pointer is there, that position it will report. And it does not change the file position, only it reports it. Okay. And always it reports from the beginning of the file. From the beginning of the file, which position it is appear. Okay. What is the syntax? File object dot tell function. Now let's look at the program. So I will open the program in Ideally. Now let's see with an example. With open function, I am using test.txt. So in test.txt we have a content. Now in read mode, as file is my file object name. After that I am printing now file object dot seek of. I'm moving the file pointer to the 5th position from the beginning of the file. So by default, if you're mentioning file, by default from the beginning position, it will move to the file. Again, I'm mentioning here print of file dot tell. What the tell function will do, it will tell you the current position of the file pointer. Now let's see here. So the both answer is 5 because you are moving the file pointer to the fifth position. That's what 5. And what the current position now? That also 5. Now another way you can mention here, after 5 you can just mention here print of file dot seek of. Now I'm mentioning here from the 0 position I'm moving here 6th position. Now let's see, you will get the answer 5. 5 means this 5. Fifth file pointer, in beginning it was there. After that again it is go back to the 0 position, and from the 0 position you are moving it to the 6th position. Now where the cursor will be in 6th position. The tell function will tell you current position of the file pointer. Now if you're trying to read anything here, print of file dot read function, if I'm using it, now you can see here on, then colon, then welcome to the program, then remaining 36th position the file will be here because that will be the end of the file. Is it clear now everyone how it is working? Okay, from the 6th position it started reading. Okay, now let's see the next topic. So the next topic, traversing a text file. What is the meaning of traversing a text file? You are going to access each element or each data from the file by using the loop concept. Either you have to use a for loop or while loop. Now you can see the program here with open. I'm using here with open, and this is the program for loop. What is actually happening, I'm opening the test.txt in read mode as a file is my file object, and for str in file I'm using the variable here to read whatever the content are in the file object. After that I'm printing the str. Now after that what it will happen, now I'm just printing the result. Now you can see here hi Python, and there are so much of gap here, the spaces are there, then only welcome to the program. So the next, by using the while loop I avoided all the spaces here. Now you can see the second one, by using the while loop with open off again test.txt in reading mode and file object, and I am creating one variable here, line equal to file.readline. So what it will happen, line will be having the complete line, each line of the text it will be having while line. So by using the while loop you are accessing each line, and print line dot strip. What is the meaning of line dot strip? It will remove the spaces before also, after also. Then you are giving line equal to file dot read line. Why I am giving this line means until it read all the line the while loop will be running. Now let's see the output. Now you got the output as hi Python, welcome to the program. Now there is no space in between. Is it clear now? So till here I stop. So next one I'm going to start with pickle module. That is very important module to read and write for the binary file. So thank you so much. Till now many of them are watching my video but nobody is subscribing. So please subscribe and share my channel. Thank you.